Hello, my most amazing artists. Welcome, welcome. Today we are talking about one of my famous contemporary artists. Remember, contemporary artists are artists that are living and working today, and his name is Kehinde Wiley. And so the reason I've got Google up is if you just Google Kehinde Wiley, Kehinde, and then Wiley. And you can see I put Obama in here too because that's kind of a giveaway for something we're going to discuss. But Kehinde Wiley, if I look over here on the right, it shows what he looks like and some of his artwork. He's an American painter. I'll just go ahead and click on this link here. Oh, I don't want to share it. I just want to click on it. So this is straight from KehindeWiley.com. He's an American painter based in New York, and he's known for his highly naturalistic paintings of African Americans, frequently referencing the work of old master paintings. So, if you're viewing this and you've seen this video in YouTube, if not, it should be in the Schoology assignment. But it talks a little bit about how Kehinde Wiley, this guy right here, was influenced by some older paintings, older artwork, which usually showed somebody in like a really distinctive pose that kind of showed their power. But usually these were white men and white women, and he wanted to show the power of people today and what people that look like him look like. So he took those and he would take people from off the street, like this young man right here, and they would look through art history and he would find a painting, a pose that they liked, and they would pose in that pose. He would take pictures and then he would create a large artwork around that. So here is an example here. This is Napoleon Bonaparte, and he did this painting. This is Kehinde Wiley's painting. And they would often have contemporary clothes on. The background would usually be a pattern of some sort that was very had lots of like flowers or had nature in it. This is Kehinde Wiley with a subject, and you can see a lot of his artworks are very large too. I've actually seen one up close, and they're really cool. And here's some other examples. We'll just click through these really quick. And then Kehinde Wiley was chosen a few years back to do the portrait, the national portrait for President Obama. And this is the portrait that Kehinde did. And then here's Kehinde with President Obama being congratulated. So today we're going to be doing a Kehinde Wiley inspired artwork. And the artwork we're doing is going to be in Google Drawings. So we're going to go into Google, our Google Drive. We're going to click New and then go down to More and go to Google Drawings. This will create a Google Drawing. And you're going to title this your name. So my name is Mr. Neville, so I'll type Neville. Your name dash and then Wiley and then your grade level. So for this one, I'm just going to put 6 if you're sixth grade, 4 if you're fourth grade, so on and so forth. I'm not going to put any number in there right now because I'm not in a class. I'm the teacher. Maybe I'll just put a T for teacher. How about that? And you can put K Wiley if you want to remember his first name starts with a K. So once you do that, we're going to start with our background. So when we insert a picture, an image, and upload, we're going to search the web. And we're going to search the web for a picture that can be a background like Kehinde Wiley's. So you want to type in the word background first, and then you want to have it say either floral, or so you could click on floral design, floral wallpaper. You could put background leaves, and you could even put flowers, leaves and flowers background. And you want, or you could even put leaf and flowers background. You could put pattern in there too. So I could put pattern, Pattern, and I look for something that I want to go in my background. So you may want to choose the person you're going to do this of first. What I would like you to do is pick a famous person or a historical figure that you relate to. So and try to find a pose of their body when we do that. So if I'm picking, for example, this is one that I did of Barack Obama. I put in red, white, and blue flower background, and I found this one. And then I did Obama on the top. And I'll show you how to do your person without any background from a picture without a background. So for this one, I'm just going to do Kehinde Wiley himself. So I'm going to try to find one with lots of flowers, really floral, really colorful. Let me just look through here really quick. Oh, and I kind of like this one. Let me see that one. Let me try that one and move myself out of the way here. Oh, so I picked that one. I'm going to insert. So it should insert. It's creating images. So I'm just waiting for it to get in there. And once it's in there, if it has empty spots on the top and bottom like this one does, I can always click crop and crop that image by going from the top and the bottom. So that kind of tells me that this one is a PNG, so it does have a clear background. So I could put a color behind it. That's a good thing to know. You can, if you got one that has a clear background like this one does, and if you're not sure, you can leave it white. If you have one that has a clear background, you can right click, go to background, and then you can make that background whatever color you want. And I can change it later. So I've got a floral background right now, a background that has a pattern that's kind of like from nature. And now I'm going to work on the picture. So I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to go to Google Images. So I want to make sure once I'm in Google, I click on Images up here in the corner. And then I'm going to type in my person's name. So I'm just going to type in Kehinde Wiley. And you can type in portrait or you can type in photo. And it comes up with a lot of his paintings, but I don't want his paintings. I just want him. So I'm going to put Kehinde Wiley photo. Okay. So Kehinde Wiley photo. And this shows kind of some of him more posed. So I'm going to find one that I think looks like he's in a classical pose. I'm going to try to find one with as much of his body as possible. So I'm going to go, oh, there was one down there. This one right here is good. It's black and white. I could use this one, but I think I'm going to go for one that's color. So try to find one that's color if you can. I'm going to use this one right here. So what I'm going to do now is a couple things. Number one, I'm going to save this picture to my desktop. So the way that you can do that is I'm going to right click on it, and then I go to Save Image As. So when I click on that, this little box opens, and now it's going to go into my download. So you can change the name if you want. I'm just going to keep this as times 100 Kehinde Wiley and save. Now, if I try to put this into my artwork right now, if I try to just insert the image, upload from a computer, and go to my downloads, if I try to put this, it's going to have a background. I don't want it to have a background. So I'm going to do it so you can see, but watch what happens. So right now, it has a background. Well, I don't want a background. How can I get rid of it? A really easy way, because it's like 2021, a really easy way to do that is on the web. So I'm going to go back to Google now, and I'm just going to go right back to just regular Google. So I click on regular Google, and I'm going to type remove background. And you can see it starts to come up as soon as I type remove. So I put in remove background, and the first thing that comes up is www.remove.bg. So I'm going to click on that. Now, all I got to do, it takes me to this website. All I got to do is click upload image, and then I find my image right here, Kehinde Wiley, and I click open. So now, and it takes it in there, and it just removes the background. You can see it removed that whole background. All we see is the person. So now I just click download right here, download. And I don't have to download it HD. I can keep it the preview image. I think you might even have to pay for a full size. So click download. Now it downloaded that as a PNG. So now the outside is all clear. So now I just go back to my Google Drawing, and I'm just going to click Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. So now you can see I've got the one with the clear background. So I'm going to click on that, click Open, and then that puts it right there. Now I just resize them however big I want. You want to make sure when you're resizing that you go from the corners, because if you go from the top and bottom, it'll stretch them out. And I kind of want them a little bit bigger than that, so I'm going to crop just a little bit. You can always go in and crop if you need to. I'm going to crop this part right here down and then click away from it, click back on it, go to from the corner. I'm going to make them a little bit larger. And I may even want them even larger than that, so I'm just going to pull them down a little bit. So right like that. So now the thing is, my background is really light and he is pretty dark, so I want to lighten him up. So when I click on him, if I go to Format Options, I can go to hold on, let me move my face out of the way. I can go right over here where it says Adjustments. I don't want to recolor this. I want it to keep it the colors it is, but I want to make it a little bit brighter. So I'm going to slide this over. You can see it gets brighter. I don't want it too bright like that, but I want to mess with a little bit of the brightness to make it kind of match the brightness of the background. And then I can even contrast is the difference between lights and darks. So I can do a little bit of contrast too to make it kind of pop forward, almost like it's a painting. Okay, so after you don't mess with the transparency because that'll make it see-through. I don't want them see-through. We don't want them see-through. So once you're done, and I've got that all done, the formatting, then you can download it. So I can go to File, Download, and download it as a JPEG because we don't need the clear. Now it downloaded it, and then when you go to upload it to Schoology, and you go to the assignment, and remember when you go to submit the assignment, you'll have to click on the File tab in the Submit Assignment, and it's right there. You just click on it and click. Remember it's in your downloads, and then click Open, and then Submit. So once again, just to kind of go through those steps. First step, you find the background using the Insert tool, Insert Image, search the web, and you're going to search for patterns, some sort of pattern that could be floral, Floral, which has to do with having flowers in it. Once you've got your background in, you find your person. Okay, so if you're picking a person from Black history, you could pick like John Lewis, who was a senator that had was a big deal in this civil rights movement, who passed away last year. You could pick try not to pick something so obvious that somebody else would probably pick it. That's the one thing. Everybody knows who Martin Luther King is, but I don't want 30 Martin Luther Kings. Try to pick somebody that maybe other people won't pick. Try to stay away if you can from athletes and pop stars, but if you really want to do one, you can. Once you find that person, you Google them, and then go to the remove the background, download the image, and then insert that image by uploading it from your computer. All right, and then you change the brightness and contrast of the image by clicking on it and clicking up here on Format Options. Okay, and remember under Format Options, it's under Brightness and Contrast, and you just slide it. All right, I'm looking forward to see your guys' Kehinde Wiley artwork. If you got any questions, you can always send me a message in Schoology. You can ask me when you're in person. But for you guys, that's not going to be for about another week and a half or so, unless this is fourth quarter, in which case you might be in person. So, all right, until next time, I'll see you guys later, and peace, love, and art. Bye, everybody.